Aphrodite couldn't have agreed more with Psyche's wish. She knew the men following Psyche around had forgotten about her and her need for worship.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a human who's competing with the gods. Where's that son of mine?
Right here, Mom, and may I say, you look stunning today.
Don't try to butter me up. I've got a job for you. Shoot one of your little magic arrows into Psyche and make her fall in love with a tree, a rock, or a skunk. That'll teach her a lesson.
Anything you say, Mom. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a Pegasus tail.
But when the winged archer flew to Psyche's home and got a better look at her, he had a change of heart.
Wow, she's even prettier than... No, I'd better not say it. I can't make her fall in love with a skunk. I'll just put this arrow away and go home.
As Cupid went to put the arrow away, though, he accidentally jabbed his finger with the arrow's tip. According to the magic arrow's rules, he was now sure to fall in love with the first person he saw. That person was the beautiful human, Psyche. It was his mother's worst nightmare, but he was never going to let her know. Instead, he set out to help from his friend Apollo, the god of the sun and fortune-telling. It wasn't long before Psyche's big stream of marriage proposals dried up, almost like magic, you might say.
Well, I guess there's some justice in the world.
We both married princes, but our darling little sister hasn't landed in one yet. Too bad. I'm all broken up about it.
Psyche's parents feared that the gods now hated their youngest daughter for some reason, so they too went to the god Apollo for help.
Your daughter's fate isn't a happy one. She's destined to be the bride of, well, a monster with wings who lives on the top of a mountain. If you want the gods to be happy, you must leave her by the side of that mountain. But you've already promised. Is your word meaningless? All right, they can come, but don't tell them anything about me.
So it was arranged. Before long, the sisters were reunited.
Psyche, we thought you might be dead, but look at you, living in this house? That husband of yours must be one rich monster. Hee hee hee.
Tell all, Psyche.
By the way, where's your husband? Does that monster mistreat you?
He's not a monster. He's a young prince. He's away now, visiting his father, the king of important business. Look at these jewels you have. What a collection. Oh, my husband's been collecting jewels for years. Right now, he's on an expedition to buy even more.
I thought you said that he was a young prince visiting his dad.
Well, he is, sort of. Collecting jewels is his hobby when he's not busy being a prince.
The sisters could tell that Psyche was making up stories. They insisted on the truth.
I don't know the truth exactly. I know my husband is the generous kind, but I've never seen him. You've never seen him?
I wish I could say that about my husband.
He won't show himself to me during the day. He says that we shouldn't worry about appearances. Listen, sister, who's to say you're not married to a bloodthirsty monster? He could eat you alive at any moment. You've got to find out who he is.
Tonight, when he's asleep, sneak over to him with a lamp and get a good look.
But make sure you have a dagger in your hand. That way you can protect yourself if he tries to attack you. Oh no, I'll never be able to get that done. I'll never get Cupid back.
Just then, a little ant heard Psyche's cry.
Come on, fellow ants. Let's pitch in and help this poor creature.
The ants swarmed over the pile of grain, little by little, grain by grain. They filled up the sacks. By sunset, the job was finished, much to Psyche's joy and Aphrodite's disgust.
So you did okay on the easy test.
There's more?
Of course. See way over there? Those lovely gold-colored sheep? I want you to go over there and collect some of that pure gold wool and bring it back to me. Just don't get too badly gored by the wicked horns while you're out there.
Psyche set out at once toward the sheep's meadow. Scissors in her hand, she was just about to chase after a little lamb to give it a haircut when she heard a voice.
Don't try it, kid.
Who said that?
Me, down here, sticking out of the water right by your left foot.
A reed?
You know, tall grass.
Love shallow water.
Hey, it's me. Now a piece of grass to tell me what I should do? Those golden sheep will tear you apart in a second if you try to go near them. How am I supposed to get some of their wool? They've been running through some brambles. When they're sleeping, run up to those thorn bushes and collect the bits of wool that they've left hanging there. You'll get your wool without getting stuck. Thanks for the tip. I'll be more careful about where I walk from now on.
So I said, so be it, and gave Psyche a golden cup full of nectar, our special drink here on Mount Olympus. As soon as she took a sip, she became a goddess. That evening, Olympus thundered and shook as we danced the night away. Even Aphrodite, who could hardly object to her son marrying another god, came and danced at the feast. The end.